This is problem 9-129 in section 9.2.5. On a coordinate grid, draw a triangle with vertices at 2, 6, 2, 2, and at 5, 6. A. Find the lengths of each side of the triangle. What is the perimeter? And what type of triangle is formed by these points? Justify your answer. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is draw our triangle. And I noticed that all of these coordinates were positive, so I drew just one part of the coordinate grid, the part where all the coordinates are positive. So the first point is 2, 6, and so I've plotted that. And the next point that I'm going to plot is 2, 2, which is 2, x is 2, y is 2. And then the last point is going to be where x is 5 and y is 6, so that's all the way up here. Okay, so I'm going to label these points A, B, and C just for ease of conversation about them and referring to them. And I'm going to draw lines between the points so we can see where the triangle is. All right, so now we have our triangle. And the first question we have is A. Find the lengths of each side of the triangle. What is the perimeter? Okay, so it's easy to find the length here between A and B. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So A to B is 4. And we know what A to C is, or maybe I should call that C to A. That's 1, 2, 3. But this length is a little more difficult to find the length of because it's not on one of these grid lines. So what we're going to have to do for that is use the Pythagorean Theorem, because when we look at this triangle, we realize this line is going exactly horizontal, and this is exactly vertical. So that means that this is a right angle. And if that's a right angle, then we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find missing sides. So in this case, these are the legs, and we have the length of the legs. What we don't have is the length of the hypotenuse, which is BC. But what we can do is use the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, to find our missing side. And of course, A and B are the legs, so that would be there and there. And C is going to be the hypotenuse. So A, let's say that's 4 squared, plus B, let's say that's B, so that's 3 squared, is equal to C squared. So that is 16 plus 9. Wait a second, not 9. Oops. I wrote a 3 instead of a square. So that is 9. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. If we add them together, they are equal to c squared. And this is 25 is equal to c squared. Okay, so we know that the square root, now we have to take the square root of both sides. And the square root of 25 is 5. And the square root of c squared is equal to c. So now we know our missing side length is 5. And the perimeter would be 4 plus 3 plus 5, which is equal to 12. So here is our perimeter, which is equal to 12. So that's finding the solution to A. And then B, what type of triangle is formed by these points? And justify your answer. So we know that the kind of triangle formed by these points is a right triangle because we use that fact and the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing sides. So the triangle is a right triangle. And that's because angle, and let's go back up and see what this angle CAB, so angle CAB, or the measure of angle CAB, is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so the triangle is a right triangle, and our justification is the measure of angle CAB, that's this angle, is 90 degrees, a right angle. So we're done.